Okay, today's the 7th of April 2025. Crazy Market Talk with KEL. All right, let's go into detail. I think there's some wrong font size on my. Wait, okay, some error there. Oh my gosh. Okay, fix. Okay. All right, let's go. Before that, disclaimer applied as usual. Make sure you do your risk management as far as possible. Yeah, today's gonna be a crazy day in the market. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Okay, I want to share something very important to you. I cannot be sure, but I think I'm right. Okay, let me share this with you right now. Just give me a moment. Let me click this guy in. Oh, sorry. Okay, bring this guy in. Okay, can you see that itself? The dollar index. Can you see that the dollar index is moving up? Right, the dollar index this morning was 102.57 and now it's 102.81. The dollar index is moving up, all right? So one thing you must understand that the dollar index was actually a very the one that basically was pushing the gold price higher, but also because there was fear of a recession, that's why the dollar index actually pulls back, and then that caused the trigger point for the stock market. Yeah. So on the flip side itself, as long as the dollar index is staying upwards, the stock market should get a little bit of reprieve on recovery note. But interestingly, the gold price is also going up. So that's why today will be a very interesting day. So let me zoom into the gold price right now. Okay, so let's look at gold this morning. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here we go. Now this morning, gold opened at 3007. All right, gold opened at 3007. So 3007, and I mentioned that the market itself, right, that is a very important support here itself, and that support is the pivot 2 at 2977. 2977. So that's pivot 2. Now remember, pivot 2 is a support level, right? If the market breaks below support, yes, the market will go down. But vice versa, if the market touches the support and reverse instead, right, it will be a strong buy. I'm not too sure you all remember this as a strong buy. And at the same time, there's a KCB here itself. Remember, there's a KCB this morning I mentioned at 2985. This KCB is very, very important. So when the market came down this morning and touches these two numbers, right, it was a trigger buy from there itself. But of course, I understand that from the opening price of 3007 slammed down to here, down by $23, oh sorry, down by $30. I know that it freaked out many, many people. I understand that. So you didn't buy, I understood. But when the market recovers above OP, right, there's no way you can tell me you shouldn't buy anymore. So now the thing is this, gold now has went up, breaking above the MA30, and also now it's above the KCL at 3037. So remember, KCL is a very important level for the turnaround. If the gold price can stay above 3037, then yes, gold can recover. Gold can recover. But this is not an elephant trade because the KSI is red color, the KSX is blue color right now. So this is not an elephant trade. This is not. So don't get misunderstood here. So if you're going to buy gold, then you have to buy, go in and come out, go in and come out. Okay, because the environment now is not for gold. This one you have to take note, yeah? Okay, all clear? All right, so let's look at the 5-minute chart because since already gold has already traded past all the KTR, let's go into take a look, yeah? Okay, let's see what happened, what you can do today. Okay, so you can see what happened to gold. This is incredible, my goodness. You see why am I so, happy with this system itself? You see, gold opened here this morning. Okay, it kept down, right? Then it went up first. So what happened is that you notice it basically itself got these green dots here. Now, why got green dot, right? Because there's a MA30 here. Can you see that? The MA30 is here. It triggered it. So that means when you see a green dot, you're going to see either this way or this way. So the market chose the downside first, of course, okay? And then it went all the way down. Now look at it, how scary is pivot 2? Pivot 2 is 2977, a number calculated by the system in the morning itself. No one, no market, no players at 6 a.m. can tell you there's a number at 2977. But look at the way the low is. Oh my goodness, the low is exactly at 2977. A friend of mine called me and said, Kel, where the hell you get this number from? I mean, this you text in the morning and the gold price was at 3,000 back then. Then after you text finish, the gold price plunged to 2977, the low of the day, and stop there itself. Do you have the direct contact with the big boys? I said that we have CRAZII. So this is crazy, right? So after that itself, you saw a blue diamond appearing on our screen. So you draw the line across it, all right, a white line, yeah, supposed to be white color line, yeah, be consistent for all of us. And then it went up, right? Good. So the first TP must be OP because the market nearest line is at OP level. When you're buying now, remember, you must take profit along the way because the KSI on the day chart is red in color. Okay, then what happened? The market breaks below, right? And that's where you can sell down. Now look at how it stopped at the KTR -3. Oh my goodness, look at gold. Gold stopped at KTR -3. This is crazy, guys. This is really crazy. How can it stop at a number that we dictate in the morning at 6 a.m., right? This is nuts. Now, what is scarier is this. The market goes sideways, sideways, sideways for more than 30 minutes. But look at the KSI. Look at the KSI. What color is that? It's green in color. So that means that what happened? What does it mean? That means that the market will. What happened? Guys, what happened? When you see a green color KSI, what does it mean? The boys are buying, right? Yes. Right. The boys are buying, right? Exactly. The boys are buying. So that's the reason why we need to follow this. Okay, the boys are buying. So when the boys are buying, you just wait for the color to turn around from this red to yellow, and then you buy. And look at the way gold is moving now. Oh my goodness, gold is going up. Okay, so this is very simple. You just have to follow the rules. So somebody asked me, Kel, wait. There's no diamonds around. I didn't buy because there's no diamond around. Okay, now guys, there is. Remember, we always use the nearest diamond for entry if you cannot use this pivot point. The last diamond is here. Agree? This is the last diamond, right? Okay, so this is the closing price of the last diamond. Okay, so which means that, okay, this is where you buy, this is where you sell, this is where you can buy again. Remember, this is how the diamond work. You can use it as long as there's no new diamond coming up. So that is here is where you buy. And because of the market consolidated with the KSI green, so the moment it turns yellow, oh gosh, you really need to buy the gold. And that's how gold went up. All right, all clear? If all clear, press number 1 right now. Okay, excellent. I hope you bought gold, yeah? Okay, so now the question you may ask me is that gold will go where, right? Okay, KTR +3 all given already. I really don't know where it will go. So by right, I shared you yesterday, for those who went online with me on Sunday, the target goal can go will be 3076. 3076. But don't quote me if you just buy randomly now. Don't now it's already KTR +3. It's already at a very high level for today in terms of standard deviation. So if you want to buy gold, buy small and aim at 3076 with your stop loss somewhere up to you lah. Because if you buy now randomly, right, you're taking a very high risk here. So I must remind you, yeah? Okay, can, yeah? Okay, let's go. The next market, Dow Jones. Now, this morning, when I was sharing with my friend at 6:15 a.m., they're telling me, Kel, you are bullish today? I say, why? The whole market want to sell and the market is selling. I say, I understand. So why can you be bullish when the whole market want to sell? I say that's a point. Warren Buffett said this, right? Be fearful when people are greedy, be greedy when people are fearful, right? Isn't that what he said? So this guy, he knows his stuff, all right, to sell at the high and now buying back the low. Now, the question is this, I can tell you 100%, you won't know what Warren Buffett be buying but the price action tells you they are buying. That's for sure. Okay, so the thing is this, he has 49 days to let people know. His next shareholder meeting is in May. So by the time you wait for May, then he tell you what he buy, you are going to buy way, way, way at a high price. So follow the OP rule and buy accordingly. That will be your best bet. Okay, all right. Trust me, they know better than all of us. We just have to follow through. Okay, so now thing is this. This morning, the opening price for Dow Jones at 37,237. The MLP is at 39,342. Yes, by from the MLP distance itself is very bearish. This one is for sure. So obviously, everybody in the market know it's bearish too. So this morning, when the market open and it goes down, it's expected also. So the low of the day, as you can see, is 36,495, right? Ayo, who draw my line? Who's drawing on my screen? Okay. All right. Then the thing is this, the pivot to 36,437, it missed the pivot to by a fraction, by a bit itself. What a waste. If the Dow Jones got hit this number and rebound, well, that'll be very, very strong buy. But too bad lah, didn't hit. Okay. Now the thing is this, if you look at the screen right now, everyone, do you see anything here? Do you see any lines there? No, right? That means this is a gap. This is a gap. So everybody look at this now. You look at the closing price of Friday, it's at 38,248. 38,248. Okay, I'm going to give you a very personal experience, potentially may happen thing. If the Dow Jones, you take the opening price of Dow Jones now, everybody, 37,237, right? This is the opening price, right? Now this is the gap, this is the closing price of last Friday, right? Okay, you take this number and take this number, you add them together, divide by 2. Now everyone do that. 38,248 plus 37,237. What do you get? Everybody try now. 38,248 plus 37,237 divided by 2. Get this number in now. Try it out. What do you get? Oh, I got so one, I got two different number. Which is correct? Which number is correct? Okay, the answer should be, yeah, the difference is about 1,000 point, right? So the answer should be 37,742. Okay, now, okay, correct. Okay, very good. Thank you. So now we put a number in. Watch, everybody, the magic here. 37,742, right? So this is a number that you calculated, right? You press OK. Okay, so, hey, the, wait a minute. Not correct, correct. Wait, correct. Yeah, correct. Okay, 37,742. Yeah. So this will be the first number that you must use as a target for today. 37,742. This number. Okay, remember this number. Yeah, this is going to be a very, very important number for you today. If the Dow Jones can cross and hangs above it, the Dow will most likely close and cover the gap within today or tomorrow latest. Take note. Okay, I repeat myself. All right, if the market can stay, oops, sorry. Wait, 37,742. Okay, so if the Dow Jones can stay above this number, which is the 37,742, if we can stay above this number, it will cover the gap by today or latest tomorrow, if I'm correct. But if he hits there, surely there will be some selling. So if the market hit this number, there should be some profit taking coming down to the market. Okay, all clear? If all clear, press number 2 right now. Now, why is it so, right? I'll explain to you tomorrow if it really happens, yeah? Okay, tomorrow I'll explain to you all. Okay, All right. So remember this number. Very, very, very important. Okay. All right. Next number now. Next market will be the S&P 500. Okay. The S&P 500. Now, this morning, some of you have been asking me, Kel, why are you buying the S&P? Well, take a look, guys. Take a look. This is why I'm buying S&P. This morning, S&P 500 opened at 49.24. Okay. Then it started to come down, right? Understand. But where did it stop? Look at it. It stopped exactly at 48.18 level, right? That is the pivot 2 level. Okay, for the 4818 itself, this is the pivot 2 level. So pivot 2 is what? It's a support. If it breaks, it goes down. If it doesn't break, it will go rebound. It's as simple as that. So that's the reason why I say our system really very simple. You just have to follow them. Okay, now, but Kel, the KSI is red, the KCX is blue. So why are you calling for a buy? Repeat myself the next time again. You hit the support and recover. So of course, if you recover, we will buy with a stop loss. Yeah, with a stop loss in place. So let's take a look, everybody. So the first target, I'm looking at 49.83 for the S&P 500. This is first target. All right. Now, if you notice this, the pivot one itself is 50.51, right? And in between, there's a 50.32 on the S&P also. So if the market can cross 49.83, the next target will be 50.32. Then if you can still continue, you go to 50.51. That is the pivot one. That means that we're talking about the closing. Now, last Friday's closing for the S&P 500 was 50.69. 50.69. Okay. So if you ask me, if the S&P 500 can go past, okay, can go past this 49.83, right? I think we have a very good chance to really see the gap covered within the next few days. Within the next few days, okay? All right, so take note of that. Very, very important. Okay, can? Okay. All right, so that is the S&P 500. Jennifer, 200 points from 37742. Yeah, correct. So it will not be like, oh, shoot up. All right. Now the next step, the next risk to watch out for will be 2 to 3 p.m. where the Europe come in. If the Europe come in, surely they will gap down, right? They will gap down, and you see whether the Europe side will start to sell or not. If the Europe side come in and continue to buy, then you have a next potential upwave again. Yeah. Okay. Now, next one is the next market will be the Nasdaq. Okay, so Nasdaq, same story, yeah. Nasdaq, same story. So you should know what I'm trying to say. No difference. This is a support over there. Oh, okay. Someone asked me to show S&P 500 5-minute chart. Okay, fine. I show you now. All right. Sorry for being a bit rush of air. I was rushing up and down, doing a lot of things just now in the morning. Oh, it was a mad rush this morning. Okay, let me just show it to you right now. Give me a while. It's coming in. I need to reset my computer. Too much stuff inside there. Okay, so everybody take a look. How beautiful is this? Look at it. Okay, now this is the S&P 500 where the whole world is trading this morning. So in this morning, if you follow the ground rule of trading, you shouldn't have a problem. So let me explain this to you. Yeah, because this morning I received many phone calls asking me a lot of things here and there. Okay, so first of all, this morning, the first 5 minutes, the market opened with a gap down, right? And straight away, there's a pivot 2, right? And the market really hit the pivot 2 and stopped there, right? So that was my first call that the market got support ready. Then I noticed that the KSI turns green in color. So that is my second reason why I know the S&P can buy. So after that, ayo, Mr. Lim Kok Seng, what happened? Okay. And then after that, the market ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. And look at this, guys. The market come down and hits the pivot 2 again. Oh my goodness. Again, dear all, we have a system that basically, able to predict the market here in Singapore. Gosh, this is crazy. So after that, it's all right. When the first diamond came out, straight away, I did this. I draw a line at the closing price, right? Okay, put a line at the closing price like this, right? Okay, let me make it to scale, yeah. Here. Okay, so what happened? So that was where I basically added position on my buy and took some profit somewhere around here. For those on the EA program, the copy KEL program, you all will have noticed some of the trade like this, okay? Yeah. Then after that, what happened? Okay, the price had to pull back. So when it pull back itself, right, by right, the whole thing is a red, blue, I supposed to take all profit. But because I buy the price a pretty good price, so I hang on for a while. I waited for a while to see am I wrong. Then after that, I saw what I want to see, which is a blue diamond. So what happened? I straight away waited for the diamond to in the bar to complete, and then double click on this, and I push the chart up this way. Okay, hold on. My computer is a bit slow today. Too much data coming in. Okay, I push it up and put at the closing price here. So what I love to see, if you've noticed by now, is that when the market breaks up, right, and then pulls back and then rebound again. I like this. That means it's go up first, okay, and then it purposely pull back and come back down to the line and again go up. Now, when I see this with the KSI green, KCX blue, oh, I know this is a definitely strong buy. And straight away, the market bang all the way up to KTR +1. That's why, again, I booked some profit along the way. Okay, guys, that is how you use the blue diamond. This is a very important thing that you must understand how to do the diamond. Whether blue diamond or four diamond, it works the same, yeah? You just have to put the line down there itself. Okay, yeah. Now, one thing, guys, I don't forget that the market is still considered bearish at the moment. I don't expect the market to go all the way up and don't come back. In fact, itself, this is very important. Look at it. The market here is CCYR, right? But when it turns to CCYRY, red to yellow, the buy come in, right? So again, you see CCYR, right? But it turns to CCRY, you see the price go up, right? So again, same thing. Okay, CCRY. So now the thing is this, now you see the price coming down, right? The price is down, the market is coming down with the CCYR, right? Okay, so what do? You don't do anything first. You let the market pull back first, then CCRY, then you go again. Okay, Ken? All right, all clear? Okay, good. We'll take a quick 1 minute break or 2 minutes break for now. I catch my breath first, and then we go into the second half, which is the Friday's market itself. All right.